Hey, with guys, it's NucleusOfGaming here today, and I'm going to talk about whether I believe Call of Duty Ghosts will be a good game or not, and some things that they are really going to have to fix and get right, because there are a lot of things that they need to get right. This is a very, very, very old gameplay. I'm guessing, what is it, September, maybe a year old, about that. I think I found it in my theatre. It's got to be because my MSR isn't gold yet, so it's got to be about a year old. So I was a lot more hard scopy back then, so it's pretty sad as well, because I'm pretty pathetic at sniping at this time. So yeah, so Call of Duty Ghosts, we've gotten quite a lot of information about it, and the sort of things that we can expect. Now, one thing I'm definitely going to talk about, because it's failed in the last Call of Duties, and it will fail if it is in any Call of Duties. No matter what Call of Duty it is, it will fail. I know that it will fail because it has. They will never be able to get it right. It's lag compensation. Yes, that terrible thing that makes the enemy's bullets curve like boomerangs. Most annoying thing ever to be put in a game, and it was in Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 2, and the reason why I was in Black Ops 2 was because it was in Modern Warfare 3, and they wanted to make connections fair. But if someone in the outback of Australia, in Dunedoo, why should they be paired up with someone in Sydney who's got a lot faster, a lot better internet? That's the same basically anywhere around the world. In comparison, why should they be penalised? Why should the people in Sydney be penalised? It's the same for anywhere around the world. Why should someone in Hawaii play against someone in New York? The person in New York has the better internet and he'd be penalised for it. I don't understand that. And it makes it really unfair, and I see it all the time within these two games. They didn't do it beforehand and it worked well. Like everything, sniping is so much harder, I believe now. Like people are like, oh, it's so easy to snipe, or you don't have to do shit. Oh man, go back to Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1. It was the shit sniping. It was, it just made you rage so much when you got killed by a sniper. I just hated it. It was like the second language basically, and you would just get killed over and over again by tryhards and the snipers. And now that they introduce lag compensation, a person with a good connection trying to quick scope a person with a bad connection, yeah, I stuck with care packages, they're not going to be able to do that well. Not well at all. There's going to be up to maybe half a second of lag in there, and it's going to be terrible. It will always fail in Call of Duty unless if everyone has the exact same internet, which is impossible. That's never going to happen. That's the big thing. I don't care if they get every single thing wrong with the game, as long as they take out lag compensation. I swear to God, if it isn't taken out, there's got to be some for real new thing that's absolutely insane and never heard of, that they haven't even announced yet, which I doubt they wouldn't have, because that for real thing will be their key selling point. So lag compensation, get rid of it. Definitely get rid of that. That's terrible. I don't know what retard came up with that. We also have gun balancing. I talked about that in a past video. Gun balancing is pretty needed, and that goes hand in hand with maps, because if you have shotguns that are really powerful on really small maps. That's going to be devastating. It's like Black Ops 2 with submachine guns all over again. It's like the ACR in Modern Warfare 3. You could use that weapon on any map and you will blitz it, absolutely blitz it. Black Ops 1, you had the FAMAS and the AUG, the AK-47. They were pretty beast guns. I never really used a submachine gun in that game. It was all assault rifle for me. It was all FAMAS, AK-47, Commando, AUG, and Galil. I'm pretty sure that's all I used. So, gun balancing's got to be pretty good. No, death streaks. They've announced no death streaks. Thank God for that. No painkiller. Painkiller now is a perk and allows you to regenerate health faster, not give you twice as much health at the beginning, which is good. I like that idea. Now we also have noob tubes with danger close, I believe it was, in Modern Warfare 2. Yeah, get rid of that. You really don't want to make explosives really powerful. Otherwise you'll just get spammed by grenades and C4 all day. And grenade launchers and rocket launchers. If you don't know what happened in Modern Warfare 2, basically there was this death streak, I believe it was. I believe it was a death streak. Was it a death streak or was it a perk? I can't remember, it's too far back. But it altered the effectiveness of grenades and increased the damage, and I can't remember whether it increased the range or not. It increased the damage, and basically people would go out there with grenade launchers. It'll be absolutely insane. And there was no flak jacket or anything like that. That was super effective. It was basically just, you see someone who's firing off grenade launchers and you get the hell out of there. You were doomed. You were honestly doomed. So hopefully they don't bring back something like that. That's basically it for maps and gun balancing. Now, sniping. Excuse me. Sniping. I always wish that the sniping will go back like it was in Black Ops 1. I know people absolutely hated it, but you did honestly need skill back then. Whereas Modern Warfare 3, you can shoot before you scope in. You can get lucky with no scopes. And that was, yeah, I don't know. I eventually became a really good sniper at the end of Modern Warfare 3, and moving into Black Ops 2 now, I'm about equal on my terms of sniping and run gunning. I would prefer sniping. I do always prefer sniping, whereas in other games it was always different. So for sniping, I would like to see a mixture of Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, and Modern Warfare 2. So I want to have the design of the guns like Modern Warfare 2, and it looks like they are. They look pretty well designed. I want the auto assist to be like Black Ops 1, how you didn't have the auto assist at the for about half a second at the start of your scope. So you scope in for about half a second, you didn't have any auto aim, auto assist, and that helped quite a bit, because then it kind of, to get really fast quick scopes, you did need skill then. I think it might have been the second, I'm not too sure about it. And then I want the Black Ops 2 actual quick scoping, so like the speed of it, the ease of it, because I'm used to that and I don't want to change it up again. I change it up every year. Modern Warfare 2 got good at quick draw, using quick draw and using snipers like the intervention. And then we got into Black Ops 1, and it was all different. And then we got into Modern Warfare 3, and there was hardly any aim assist I found in Modern Warfare 3. And then we came into Black Ops 2, and that's so much different. So I hope it's like Black Ops 2 or somewhat like that, because I don't want to change up my sniping or my style of play too much. Now the actual scope of it is a little bit different on Call of Duty Ghosts. I might bring out some gameplay I got of it, I might not, it just depends. But instead of scoping in and having your scope with it being black everywhere around the outside of the scope, instead you're going to have like tunnel vision, kind of like semi-tunnel vision. What you have now is tunnel vision, so when you scope in you can only see what your scope's showing, whereas this time when you scope in, see right now you've got the black, and out the outside that's the tunnel vision. So instead of having that, where the black would be all blurred out, so you can still see, like in peripheral vision and stuff, it's just blurred out, which I like. It looks really cool. I like that idea to it. It does look good. But there's just a couple of things. I could have said a couple more, but there's just a couple of things of what I think Call of Duty Ghosts really needs to nail.